What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here. Answering questions, looking at tweets, really just getting fed up with a lot of the lies in this industry. I'm not perfect. I try to always give you, my take, my honest take, because I think that can only help you. But I see a lot of the reason why 90% of traders lose because they've been lied to. And this isn't your fault when you're just beginning. You don't know what's truthful. You don't know what's a lie. I've been lied to in the past too. This is part of the reason why I got started teaching, because I was just like, yo, this is messed up. So we'll start off with something positive. I got this tweet from Sean. He said, responding to somebody else's tweets, he said, I went through the same thing. I ended up getting in with Tim Sykes. I should have done that a long time ago. Everyone used to bash him, but it turns out he has helped me more than anyone else. And this whole tweet thread, I'm actually like blocked from the tweet thread. This is kind of funny. But the tweet thread is created by promoters. And penny stock promoters, like their whole life is a lie. The biggest thing that I like to do is just say, look, like these stocks are crap, these companies are crap, but they're still worth trading. You just can't believe they're crap. Like, ride the hype by all means, ride these penny stocks up, especially if there are paid promoters, because the paid promoters are getting paid to get the stock price up. But just don't believe it. Don't go down with the ship. Don't think that the technology is ever going to succeed. These small companies will find ways of screwing up, whether they're a fraud, whether they're a semi-fraud, whether they're just incompetent, whether they're cokeheads. There's so many different problems with these small companies. They all fail in the end. And promoters don't like me saying this because it like busts their whole little, house of cards. But the house of cards are going to come down whether or not I expose it. So why not just talk about it and be honest? I wish there was a promoter who said, you know what? I'm getting paid to promote this piece of crap stock. They're paying me a lot of money. They're paying me and other promoters. So the stock should go up because the promotion will work for a few days or a few weeks. And then long term, it's going to be crap. That would at least be an honest promotion. Promoters like to pretend that these companies are solid and like they're saying, oh, Tim Sykes bashed it, he made the company fail, or the short sellers bet against it, they made the company fail. First of all, I don't even short sell much, if anything, anymore, just because there's too many shorts and there's a lot of squeezes. I never shorted a lot of these pumps, the stocks that are trading at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 cents a share. It's just not worth it. This is lie number one. Promoters claim that I'm shorting the stock into oblivion. They claim that other people are shorting stocks into oblivion. And they use all this short data. They're like, half the float is short. Look at everyone betting against it. It's illegal shorts. It's naked shorts. No one is shorting. No one with brains or money or intelligence or competency is shorting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cent a share stock. So if you're shorting, let's say a 10 cent stock, 1 million shares. 1 million shares times 10 cents is $100,000. Theoretically, you would be shorting $100,000 worth of stock. Let's say you think it's going to go down to 0 or 1. You think you can make $90,000 or $100,000. But in order to put on that $100,000 bet, you would have to put up $2.50 per share of what you shorted. 1 million shares times 250. That means you have to put up $2.5 million just to try to make $90,000 or $100,000. And that's if the company completely goes bust, which very rarely do they ever go bust very quickly. You're putting up a ridiculous amount. And if there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 cent a share stock, it's probably going to spike, especially if there are promoters involved. So it's nonsensical to short sell low price stocks. This person was thinking, led by the promoters, that I was shorting their piece of crap pump. I actually was buying it. A lot of these pumps have been some of my biggest gains because I'm riding the hype just as I teach. So that's lie number one. And this guy, Sean, realized, I think a little too late, that I wasn't shorting his stock, but at least he learned. Lie number two, this involves, shorting penny stocks too. When I first got started teaching, part of the reason why I got started teaching is because I was so fed up. I was on this TV show, Wall Street Warriors. I talked about my strategy back then. I was primarily only short selling. And a lot of people who saw the TV show and, the show became a hit, they're like, Tim Sykes is a criminal. You can't short sell penny stocks. That's illegal. What he's doing is illegal. And I was like, I've been doing this for close to a decade. I'm using normal brokers like E-Trade. It's not illegal. You just have to find shares to short. Why do people think that short selling penny stocks are illegal? This isn't just the promoters lying. The promoters, first of all, they lie about, who's shorting their little crappy stocks, but they lie because they don't want other people to even short. Even if their pump is, let's say, 50 cents or $1, they don't want anyone to know that you can short it. That's one group of liars. But then also people who have more followers, like more competency, more legitimacy, brokers. Brokers say that you can't short sell penny stocks. Brokers were telling other people like Tim Sykes is a scumbag, he's a criminal, you can't short sell penny stocks. Why would brokers be saying this? Because a lot of these brokers are not good. And now there are brokers that specifically focus on short selling penny stocks, which I think has led to a lot of short squeezes. But back then, if you were a broker and you couldn't find shares to short, let's say you didn't have the shares, let's say you're not really that good of a broker, you just make up a lie and you say that it's not possible or that it's not legal. So every day when I first began teaching, for the first 3 or 4 years, I had to combat this lie that the strategy that I'm teaching is legal or not. So annoying, right? So you got the promoters lying, you got the brokers lying, that sucks. Lie number 3 is that, you can't make money with penny stocks. People think it's so manipulated, it's all about luck. You need one of these plays to go up 1,000 times and it's like a lotto ticket. What I wanted to do when I first got started teaching, what I still want to do, is help you understand that small gains add up. And now I have 30 plus millionaire students. If you click the link below, you can apply to join my challenge. They're all in my challenge. We don't hold stocks up 10, 20, 50, 100 times. Some penny stocks do that, but it's very rare. I oftentimes take 10, 15, 20% profits. My average trading profit over 20 plus years is less than $2,000 per trade. So I'm taking a niche that, again, has a lot of lies, a lot of misinformation, a lot of BS, and I'm just breaking it down into something that's real. You can learn to take 10, 15, 20% profits when these plays are getting hyped up. I oftentimes sell too soon. You can short sell them if they do get up too high. HCNWF was a great short a few weeks ago. I missed that. I screwed that up completely. I screwed up my long too. That was a great pump and it was great, promo to whoever the promoters were on that one. There are still some promotions that go on for several days or several weeks. What I want you to learn to do is take a piece of the move on the way up, and if you want to try to learn short selling, take a piece of the move on the way down. There's money for everybody if you're just real about this. It's so tough for people to be real because the promoters, again, their whole job is to get the stock up. They can never admit what their actual job is to anybody. They just say, it's all about the company, the technology, and the promoters don't even call themselves promoters. They call themselves merchant bankers, and they're trying to facilitate deals. Long story short, promoters get paid either in money or shares, or money and shares, to get the stock price up. When the stock price is up, these merchant bankers do deals at giant discount prices, toxic financings. The company still gets the cash. The people who invest in these toxic financings get a 40, 50, 60% discount to the current price, but the current price is not the actual value of the company. It's just what the promoters pumped it up to be. So everyone's working in concert, and it's kind of like this beautiful, shady, unethical symphony. Sometimes you'll see these penny stocks issue good news in the morning, and then by the afternoon or by the night, they do a financing at a 40, 50% discount. So the stock is up 50, 100, 200% on the day. Look, we found a cure for cancer. Oh, we just sold half our company for 75% off. So the stock will go up huge during the day, and then after hours or the next day, it'll drop 40, 50, 60%. So outsiders will look at this and they'll say, oh, penny stocks are so, crazy, you can't predict this. Yes, you can, actually. You just have to learn to expect the worst. And I'm sorry, but that's the reality. Like I said, I can be blunt about this. In lie number 4, even when I'm not being accused of doing something illegal shorting, I'm being accused of doing something illegal going long. They say Tim Sykes is just pumping that up. He wants to pump up the stock and sell it to his subscribers. First of all, I always warn, never follow alerts from anybody. The only reason why I even show my alerts is because I want you thinking the way that I'm thinking. Learn my thought process. But I'm very proud to donate 100% of my trading profits to charity. Why do I do that? Am I just virtue signaling? Do I want oh, you're so good, Tim? No. First of all, I love donating to charity. I'm very proud that my charity has now donated over $8 million in just the past few years. We're going to keep doing that. I'm proud to teach people about important causes, whether it's taking care of animals, taking care of the planet, helping feed people. Whenever there's a crisis, whether it's Yemen, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Lebanon, Syria, in the US, in Mexico, and Haiti, we've helped as many communities as we can. I love doing that. But part of the reason why I donate all my trading profits to charity is that you have to understand it does me no good to profit on any stock, right? I know there's a lot of chat rooms out there where they specifically want people to follow them into plays. They specifically pump up low float plays. They're really shady. And it does not do the students or the subscribers any good because you don't learn anything, right? You're dependent on somebody else for like hot picks and alerts. For me, I want to teach you how the game works. That's why I make videos like this. That's why I have so many videos. Click some links below. I'll include a ton of free videos, a ton of free lessons with my 7-step framework. There's a rhyme and reason to all of this. And once you start to learn, it might not be an exact science, but history does repeat. So I don't want you following alerts from anybody, but I want you learning how the game works yourself. And then you can go long for an hour, you can go long for a day, you can go long for a week, you can go short for an hour, short for a day, short for a week, short for like 6 months. I have some students where they just short these like Chinese pumps and they just hold for weeks or months. It's a lot of interest because you're borrowing the shares, but a lot of these Chinese pumps do drop 80, 90%, sometimes even 100%. So like nothing has to be illegal, right? Like you can make money. My 30+ millionaire students make money legally. They're just trading the volatility in this niche. I trade profitably. I have been doing so for 20+ years, but I donated to charity because I want to be able to be blunt with you. It doesn't matter if I make money on a trade. It doesn't matter what happens with the trade. I want to teach you. My business, some people say, well, if you donate all your trading profits, how do you live? My business is teaching students. I profit off teaching. And I'm very clear about that. I'm very proud of that. In this industry, it's like shady to be like, oh, you're a teacher. If you were so good, why wouldn't you do it yourself? I have done it myself. I get more enjoyment, more fulfillment out of teaching others. And by donating everything that I make in trading to charity, I can say whatever I want. I can say what I think because my job is to help students. Okay? If I'm picking bad plays, if I'm like burning my students, burning my subscribers like penny stock promoters do and many chat rooms do, guess what? Those people click cancel because they're like, wait a minute, this isn't accurate information. This isn't useful information. My job is to give as accurate, useful information to you as possible. And like I say, I'm very proud that I now have 30+ millionaire students, but many more who are on the way. And it's all thanks to me being able to be blunt, okay? So I'm not pumping up stocks. I don't want any of these stocks to go up too fast, by the way. This is another thing. Like sometimes I'm in a stock, if you're ever in one of my live webinars, and it's going up and I'm up 10, 15, 20%, and I'm trying to like, let's say hold it overnight or over the weekend, I'm like, whoa, slow down, because I don't want to be tempted to take profits. If I'm up 10, 15% intraday, it's really difficult for me not to take some profits or all profits, because that usually is my goal, to make 10 or 15%. Promoters, they just want the stock up as high as possible because, again, they're getting paid to get the stock up. I'm not getting paid to get the stock up. I don't want the stock to get up too much because then I take profits too quickly. I have problems holding overnight or over the weekend when I should. Sometimes I take profits on a Friday and it sucks because then on Monday it goes up another 30% because I was on the right, right side of the trade and on the right track. It's very difficult for me to express all this because I know this is like a lot to take in, but these are the lies that I see, and this is why I'm so blunt. I'll give you a fifth lie. I think it would just be that like you can make a lot of money very easily and you could do like this copy trading BS. First of all, 90% of traders lose. It's very important to talk about that. Why do most traders lose? Because, again, of these lies, misconceptions, lack of preparation. It's not impossible to make money, but at the same time, if you're on the wrong track, it's going to be very improbable. Like if you're trying to follow other people's alerts. For me, like, again, I want to teach you how to fish, not like just give you fish. This is the same thing with my charity. We're building a lot of schools so that the kids can get educated, they can get jobs and provide for their families themselves, rather than just us giving money and then the kids, or as they become teenagers and adults, they still need us to support them because they don't have skills. So education and focusing on learning, especially like the process first, over trying to get rich or trying to have profits, that's really the key. If you look at my 30 plus millionaire students, I know you're probably tired of me bragging about them, but if you look at their journeys, none of them made much or anything month 1, month 3, month 6, month 9. Like, it's pretty cool. Now we have data on nearly 36 millionaires created from scratch. Most of them lose actually in the beginning while they're learning. And this is why I encourage you to trade small in the beginning so that you don't lose too much. If you lose 1,000, 2,000, yeah, it sucks, but it's not going to like devastate you. Some people trade big, they start big. They're like, oh, I'll start with 500,000, Tim. That way I'll easily be your next millionaire student. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. If you have 500,000, start trading with 5,000. Because in the beginning, you're not used to these counterintuitive lessons. You're probably believing one or more of these lies. These are just some of the lies. I could do like a 40-hour video on all the lies that I see. You're just not aware of what's, factual versus a lie. And I sometimes like run out of coffee and run out of time to tell everyone all the lies. You got to study it, or you have to experience it for yourself. Some people are like, Tim, these aren't lies. You're making this up. Well, trust me, okay? Go ahead. Pretend that I'm making this up. Go think that. Go trust a promoter. Go trust a broker who says that short selling penny stocks is illegal. You'll learn, and this is like going back to the first tweet where, Sean said, I should have done that a long time ago. Everyone used to bash Tim, but it turns out he's helped me more than anyone. This is the beauty of being real in an industry full of frauds. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. I'm just going to keep teaching based on what I know and what I've experienced over the past 20 plus years in this niche. Leave a comment, actually. I'm curious if you've experienced any of these lies. Tim Sykes pumps up stocks. Short selling penny stocks is illegal. There's so many lies. There's so much BS out there. Do me a favor, just get educated. This is just a short video. I have many more videos. Don't try to get picks from anybody else. Don't try to do this copy trading. Even if you do somehow make money sometimes, like during the mania of 2020 and 2021, you could frankly be irresponsible and still profit. So it actually, did bad things to people because you learned the wrong lessons. It was very difficult for me to teach conservative, disciplined trading during a mania because everyone's like, Tim, you don't get it. You're a boomer. It's a new world. Then 2022, 2023 came around. Everyone who made a lot using 2020, 2021 irresponsible strategies got wrecked. So even if you do somehow profit off bad behavior, it's going to come back to bite you, okay? I don't want that to happen. I want you to learn to get wealthy the right way. All of my 30 plus millionaire students, and now a lot of my 6-figure students, they're self-sufficient. They don't need me. I usually choose the safe route. They want to be more aggressive. Do me a favor, be safe, trade small, expect the worst, protect in the beginning. You can get more aggressive later on. But leave a comment below. Let me know if you've experienced any of these lies or other lies. And understand I'm here to help. Actually say that. Say, I understand, Tim, you're here to help. It gives me great honor to help and bust through all the lies. This is my job. I'm going to go back to work.